Well, welcome along for match day 4 of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 qualifiers. The Stade de Francfort, that is the host for our match this afternoon. Sadly not the crowds one would hope for, and certainly not the ones we saw in the match day 3 clash between Gabon and Angola. This time the Panthers, the hosts, looking to lick their wounds after a galling 3-1 defeat to Angola. The Palancas Negras with their first win of the group, a well-deserved one, and now they have a chance to put pressure on Libya and Egypt. A victory really vital for the away side. Doing the double over Gabon would really give them what might still be an outside chance, but a chance nonetheless of trying to escape the group. What would be an almighty shock. Egypt had already been clear favourites, of course. Ranked 46th in the world and 6th in the CAF rankings. Libya, the side that have been the biggest surprise, 119th in the world. And yet, back-to-back victories over Gabon and Angola, which is why these two left in such a precarious situation in Group F. Can Gabon earn a first Group F win in this, the return home fixture? Or will Angola complete the double and keep themselves in the mix with just one place, top spot in a group of 10 groups in total? Will qualify for the round 3 playoffs. 5 matches, 2 legs, 5 golden tickets to Qatar. Gabon have been to 7 Africa Cup of Nations. Before their 8th and final one in 2017 on home soil. After missing out on Egypt in 2019, delighted to return for Cameroon 2021. But their chance of a first ever World Cup looked to have been dashed by the men in red. Angola with a well-deserved 3-1 win. Their captain Freddie, instrumental with his deliveries from set pieces that will be vital. Still a lot of work to do after losing to Egypt and Libya. But that first taste of victory in Group F has given them the taste for more success against the Panthers. For Angola, the joy of returning after 2 editions missed at Egypt 2019. They didn't manage to qualify for Cameroon at the start of next year. Of course, they are still looking to emulate the heroes of 2006 when Angola reached the World Cup. Heady days indeed, when they made it all the way to Germany in a group with Portugal, Mexico and Iran. Obviously an emotional matchup with the former colony, losing 1-0 in Cologne to Portugal, and then a fabulous 0-0 draw with Mexico. But frustrated in a 1-1 draw against Iran. Flavio had given them the lead, only for Bak Hitia and Rezade to break their hearts. Avoid a first ever win that could have seen them go through. A long way back to the World Cup in Qatar. Even further distance for a Gabon side that are shorn of the attacking talents of Dennis Bouanga. His suspension for a second yellow card picked up in those opening 3 match days means he misses out. So this matchup taking place in Gabon, west coast of Central Africa, located on the equator. Certainly big job for Patrice Neveu, we saw there. Certainly not been plain sailing, despite having one of Africa's greatest exports. Arsenal striker Aubameyang hasn't been able to fire his side to a victory.
Qatar 2022, comptant pour la 4e journée du groupe F entre le Gabon et l'Angola.
Well, Gabon did pick up their solitary point here at the Stade de Franceville, but it was a heartbreaking one. They were 1-0 up after Egypt went down to 10 men. Omar Gaber off for 2 yellow cards. And it was Clermont's Jim Alavina who scored, only for Mustafa Mohamed to get a last-minute equaliser. And after losing to Libya on day 1 of the group, having led for losing 2-1, it just didn't get any better in Angola. For Angola, 2 1-0 defeats, an early penalty for Egypt against them. And a solitary goal for Libya on their home soil. Bazzini, Ali Papel and Jonathan Bouatou all scoring to fire them to victory over Gabon on match day 3. Can Gabon show a fight to get their first win of the group? They may now just be playing for pride, but Angola with an outside chance of trying to keep their dreams alive going into the final 2 fixtures. Well, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang yet to find the net in this group stage. With Dennis Bouanga not at his side to help, further pressure on the shoulders of the Panthers captain. But now we prepare for the national anthems of Angola and then our hosts, Gabon.
Du ministre d'État, ministre de l'Intérieur, Lambert Noël Mata, accompagné du ministre des Sports, Franck Guéma, ministre de la Santé, Patrick Obian, et le ministre délégué à l'Éducation nationale. Mesdames et messieurs, et maintenant, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national de l'Angola.
revolução pelo poder popular, patronina, liberdade, um só povo, uma só nação. Levantemos nossa força, liberdade, para a glória dos povos africanos. Marchemos combatentes angolanos, solidários do povo oprimido. Orgulhosos lutaremos pela paz, com a força progressista. Orgulhosos lutaremos pela paz, com a força progressista. Angola vai ter revolução pelo poder popular, patronina, liberdade, um só povo, uma só nação.
Maintenant, l'hymne national du Gabon.
So the national anthems of the countries, and now the focus on the match, and David Patrick Sambisa into the starting lineup. He's been a substitute in the reverse fixture. He is promoted to the starting 11 because of that suspension to Denis Bouanga. But also Jean-Noel Amonome comes in for the dropped Mfa Mezui. A few more changes, as there's no Lamina, Didier Ndong, Lunekwele also missing, so it's a much changed side. Even if the man leading the line is very much the most recognizable Gabon international. There he is, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, trading with his opposite captain, number 11, Alfonso Manuel, but mainly known as Ari Papel, the Egypt-based defender leading the side out. Freddie, having been the captain in the match in Angola. This time, and wearing number 16, finds himself on the bench. So changes for Angola as well, but not in between the sticks. Hugo Marquez in goal is Patrice Neveu. Might be a little nervous, certainly not being the way he'd hoped. So underway as Gabon look for a first win of the group. Angola hoping to do the double over the Panthers and keep the Palancas Negras in the shout for the third round playoffs. Strong defending, although there's consternation for Pedro Gonçalves. Been delighted with the response of his side after two narrow defeats, especially when you think back to the opening day, the toughest fixture away at Egypt. As there seems to be a problem for Augusto Carneiro. A late challenge catching him. The referee unmoved. Early touch for Aaron Bupenza. Oh, just steps on the ball. A bit of slapstick comedy that Gabon could do without. Well, twice, we're not even 2 minutes in, but this time the referee does blow his whistle. Well, down on the deck, unceremoniously dumped there. Sore one for Zini Salvador. Another number playing their trade for Primero de Agosto in their native land. Certainly a fiery start to the fixture. Be a long day. Senegalese referee Guet Ndiaye. I'll try to take the free kick quickly, but Zini still smarting from the hard hit he took. Just holding things up. Positive running in now. First real touch for Aubameyang. Out Benza. Well, Lloyd Barling already made a mark on the match. More to the point on Zini Salvador. Patrice Neveu's men currently rooted to the bottom of Group F. Could at least move into third spot with a victory, but Angola are here to try to stop that. Aubameyang, the next on the Gabon crime. Hands on hips, it's been a tough time for Aubameyang. The form improving for club side Arsenal as their season has taken an up. He scored in consecutive matches for Gabon at the end of the Africa Cup of Nations qualifying, but hasn't scored in this group, meaning his last goal was back in March. Fine play to get Angola on the front foot. Mario Alves, the ball finding its way through, but only the flag stopping the momentum of Simone Lepua Miranda, just 21 years of age. To get in behind, but it was set pieces that was the main form of attack for Angola in the reverse fixture at home. Something Gabon failed to deal with. Fine defending to dig that out, but Gabon keep the pressure on. Aubameyang overrun that, offered too much of the ball. Strong challenge coming in from Axel Meye Ndong. Trying to scoop the ball from the feet of Manuel Kafumania, known affectionately as Show. So he was looking for someone to show for the ball. And now set piece. Serge Obiang. Another sloppy challenge. I don't know whether it's a tactic for Patrice Neveu's side of looking to rough Angola up a bit, but as mentioned, it was set pieces that was Gabon's major undoing in Angola. On this occasion, keeping their concentration and a fine headed clearance. Well, Gabon without a win in 4. Actually faced Angola in their Africa Cup of Nations qualifying group, Group D. A group Angola finished bottom of. Gabon qualifying alongside Gambia. And DR Congo, the other to miss out. Gabon had already qualified. And put out a second string against Blancas Negras. And despite that match not mattering, it was the show and Loide Augusto who scored the goals that gave Angola victory. So that is 2 on the trot on home soil. They lost on their last visit here with Benza and Buanga before Yano got a late consolation. Despite being the lowest ranked side in Group F, Angola are coming here with confidence. And they've got a tough job ahead of them. Gabon unbeaten in competitive matches at home since November 2018. The one home fixture in this group. That 1-1 draw with Egypt that should have been all three. And it really has fallen apart from there on. Gabon's mentality will be that they need to win their last 3 games. But under pressure from Angola, they're going to struggle. They'll have to suffer for 3 points here. Certainly, at least Gabon have the consolation of a return to the Africa Cup of Nations. Angola, very much make or break, despite the might and favoured country Egypt. But now lovely interchanging a play. Aubameyang trying to get on the other side. Cleared away by Eddie Ofowo. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the nation's best goal scorer. Now 4 clear of the previous holder, Zue Nguema, 23 in 77 caps. Aubameyang 27 in 66 as he edges on the top 10 most cap players for his nation. Now just 1 behind Bruno Zita and Banan Goye. An awful long way to go to reach the 112 by recently retired Didier Janvier Ovono Ebang. And now looking to stick in the present, and almost a present for Obisa Mbumini. Almost felt kindly, but it just came off his chest, wasn't able to kill the ball, and the chance disappeared. Hands on hips, Pedro Gonçalves won't be happy that he had so much space. Maybe just unfortunate for the Panthers. It fell to the Libreville-born defender. Just 21 years of age, usually swapping Corsica for Belgium, leaving Ajaccio to take up with Olympique Charleroi in the second tier. If you ever go to Brussels, Charleroi, just know you are going to be nowhere near Brussels. Obisa will know that. And now he and his side having to defend. With Carneiro going to take the throw. 25-year-old of Petroleas Luanda. Well read. Long thump up the field. Chased down by Axel Ndong. No time and space. Kanga Kaku takes it back. The movement of Aubameyang so dangerous. Angola wanted a flag that never came. It took him a while to get started this season. Certainly plenty of criticism came his way. Initially responding with a hat-trick against West Brom in the League Cup. That hat-trick was surely kick-starting his season. Now with 2 goals in his last 4 for Arsenal, including against their bitter North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. Can Angola keep him quiet again? They'll certainly do well if they stay on the attack, but a poor ball down the line. No troubles for Abissa and Bumine. They did start the campaign with Bruno Ekwele Manga and Ndong as the back line. So it has been somewhat of a reshuffle. Angola's turn to put the foot in. Certainly late. And Mario. Well, the strike fired wide, with a warning strike to the Palancas Negras. Just a long ball in space for Ndong to take on the effort. Angola slow to react. And just lucky Hugo Marquez didn't have to make a save. Switch of play, finding Pana. Lifts it into a great area. Aubameyang! Well, he feels that he was shoved in the back. He still got his header away. Defender taking a risk. Surely paid off, just putting off the Gabon captain. Wonderful delivery from Paulin. He hung in the air. Just see the contact coming in. As Eddie Afonso made sure it wasn't easy for Gabon's main man. Ibrahim Ndong, having started the group partnering with Bruno Ekwele Manga. The Dijon defender, the highest capped player, still active for Gabon. Now settling in is Ibrahim Ndong alongside Sydney Obisa. It doesn't look like a man who's been happy with the start so far, but Aubameyang with a great chance, the smash past the post from Axel Ndong. Now a corner kick for Angola to try and repel. Swung into a good area. It's a confident enough header. Angola finally clear their lines, and now on the break, a 2-on-2. Gabon try and get numbers back, but Ari Papel trying to find a shooting angle. Now looks to cross. Well, the slip in the end not fatal for Andre Biogo Poko. Managed to recover his balance, get in a block. Well, of the few fortunate enough to be able to enter the Stade de Franceville, Some frustration with the build-up. Angola just enjoying a little bit of possession. Actually do look long. Gabon will have the throw in Angola's half. 20 minutes gone. Still goalless. Two biggest chances falling to Gabon. That was before the threat of Harry Papel. He did so well on the break initially, but eventually crowded out. As Benin delivered that inch-perfect pass cross for Aubameyang to head just wide under pressure. That coming after Axon Dong crashed one just past the post of Hugo Marquez. Come on, try and work an option here. Layoff from Biogo Boko. High and wide from Kanga Kaku. Benin getting that important touch there. He gets Gabon on the move. Depenza though. Not sure if he slipped or felt he'd been clipped, but either way. Harry Papel winning a free kick. Just a bit too aggressive for the referee's liking from Ndong Ibrahim. They're trying to play through the middle. Benin doing well to cover. Amawome hasn't had much to do. His first start ahead of Umfa. Aubameyang just waiting on it, and that allowed chance for Angola to steal. Overlap run, giving a good option. Not got many of them in the box though. He bounces back off the hand. Gabon doing well to close down what looked a dangerous situation. Sliding in there, Axon Dong, who's a real threat from deep. Tracked by Gaspar Gialondo. Standing at 1.93 m. Certainly an imposing figure at the back for Angola. Ball out by Ari. Doesn't matter where, just launched away Aubameyang making no movements towards it. He would have been offside. Gabon picking up the second ball. And Balin giving all the encouragement to drive in field. Good use of the ball from Gabon as the Panthers look for a way through. Kanga Kaku! Well, he gets it on target. Certainly gets appreciation from the bench. Couldn't get it either side of Marquez. Lined it up, had plenty of time. The goalkeeper not really having to adjust to pick the ball out the air. Papel's certainly been a busy man. We're feeling the effects. Taking a long time to recover. Really needs a bit of attention. Lovely ball through here, though. It's great tracking by Gaspar, 24-year-old. Making sure he got across. He's certainly been the brightest spark for Angola. Manuel David Alfonso, as mentioned, known as Harry Papel, scored the second goal of the match against Gabon. His first goal for his country since turning out in the African Nations Championship, made up of domestically based players. And he scored a brace to down Ethiopia. Goal against Gabon. Just his second for the national team since a 4-0 home win against Lesotho back in October 2014. 7 years ago. Long time to wait for the Ismaili-based forward. 6 goals in 22 appearances for the Egyptian side this season. It's Gabon winning the ball back in the final third. Aubameyang twisting and turning, but can't take it with him. And Nielsen managing to steal it away. Harry Papel back to his feet, back involved. Driving run from Augusto Canero. Goes down. Oh, and a little set to. Threatened between his fellow number 17, Diogo Poco. Sure, the Gabon midfielder would argue he got some of the ball. He certainly got plenty of it there. Thumping it off Canero. Petroleus Rwanda fullback, not happy with the attention. All headed across, there's plenty of time to get the ball down. Brilliant interception by Panin. Gabon don't do a good job of clearing their lines. Hopefully shift ball in. And first, a little bit of action for Amonome. Comfortable save, but a threat imposed by Angola. Clear to the Panthers. Not the most comfortable or confident kick. Huge opportunity for the goalkeeper. And got his chance ahead of the dropped Mzu. Just 23 years of age, playing his trade in South Africa. He did well here. Showed a safe pair of hands. Amanome. Fine leap. Header from Buatu. Still goalless at the half-hour mark on match day 4. Group F. In these FIFA qualifiers for Qatar 2022. An uphill struggle for both sides, but Angola, with that victory at home against the Panthers, have given themselves some chink of light. Egypt haven't been as dominant as they would hope to be. There's a few groups where the big boys haven't quite shone. Nigeria's defeat to Central African Republic shows can't take their eye off the ball. Certainly Angola won't be taking their eye off Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He's come very deep for the ball. He tries to come back to defend because it was his mistake. May have left something in on there. The referee gives him the benefit of doubt. Angola certainly not happy. Salvador. Papel again. Although to be fair, more in a sandwich of players than being caught late. Aubameyang successfully making up for his error, giving the ball away. But you can hear the referee's words. I don't like that. Up you get. He had sympathy before. He's receiving none now. Ndong, the diminutive figure of Kanga Kaku. Penza comes deep, but then a miscommunication. Balan just looks to the ground, hoping it might eat him up. He'd initially made the run and checked it just as Penza released it. Lovely cut inside from Canero. With Zini, Salvador. Smart ball back from the show to the far flank. It's really good battling and pressure from Gabon that forces all the way back to Hugo Marquez. Well, another scream, but the referee is clearly working what he sees, not what he hears. And Angola still have it. A skimmer from the show, as if he was out on the lake, tossing the pebbles. was a frustrating opening 34 minutes for Aubameyang and his Gabon side. Haven't really made Marquez work. The Angola goal, they haven't found that fluency in the final third. All right, Papel, been very impressive in this first half. He spent as much time on the deck as an attacking sense. Not a criticism of the player, it's just he's been so involved, and Gabon had to find ways to close him down and stop him dictating. Wearing the captain's armband after Freddie had worn it with such success. The match day 3 clash between these sides. The referee is showing that he's the boss. Some of the squeals, you'd think something more serious, but the players ending up back on their feet, fortunately. Palan on his fellow number 8, Mario Valverdia, just about stopped rolling along. Stoppage in play as he gets a bit of treatment, although Ibrahima Ndong, not sure if it's about Mario on the ground. It's something he's not happy about. The referee's heard enough. This is challenge, robust. I'm not sure anything was busted. Hopefully Mario Alves Valverdia back to his feet. Long ball, no real chance for Simone Lepua Moranda to get to it. Now turning on the ball, Kanga Kaku. Pulling wide is Bupenza, hasn't been able to really get in on the game. This time the reverse pass works, and it's Aubameyang who makes the move and win another corner. Didn't really have much space to work in, but there was a fine run from Axel Ndong to the near post. So a vital block. Ball whipped in, and the ball just skipping past the post. Angola somewhat watched on in horror. But Sambisa unable to hit the target. Plenty of noise, though sadly echoing round the Stade de Franceville due to the fortunate lack of support due to public health and safety rightly taken into consideration for the different countries around CAF. Certainly was a boisterous crowd in Angola. To see the header wasn't the cleanest for Sambisa because there was pressure put on by Buatu. By Ari Papel. For the first time, the flag up. Just a little too eager. And Napua seeing it brought back. Ball skipped through and winning it first time, twisting and turning. But between Lapua and Zini Salvador, he couldn't make the numerical advantage count. Ball lifted in, great chance, and that's why Hugo Marquez couldn't be static. Stepping off his line to tip it away from the head of Bupenza. Game just bursting into a bit of life towards the end of the first half. Lovely ball, just poked through from Zini Salvador. Ari Papel returns it. Ambrosini forward. Oh, lovely flick of the skill. And then he's nudged off it, the referee, non plus. And Gabon look to counter. Sambisa in for the suspended Dennis Bouanga and had that header that just skipped right past the post. Haven't seen much of Obiang. He's an attacking threat down from left wing. It's been mostly Palin. He was an option, but the ball poking through perfectly. Oh, well, he somehow managed to get himself into a fix, but Pierre Aubameyang. Oh, Bupenza. Not sure what happened. He seemed to be in on goal, and then ended up with his back to goal. And when it fell to Aubameyang, he was crowded out. A let-off for Angola. And if the end of this half is anything to go by, we're going to be in for a scorcher in the second half. The lovely touch. He's got to take it first time, get it out of his feet, but he somewhat trod on the ball. Bupenza, here it is, lovely touch, take it first time. Instead he takes one touch, two touch. And by the third, he goes back to goal. It comes off the defender Canero, then off Marquez, which finds Pierre Aubameyang. Absolute chaos in the Palancas Negras box. And somehow Angola's clean sheet survives. A little bit of comedy here. The ref. Then got Kaku taking some off his toe there, trying to get his sock back on and his boot, but wanted to do it on the pitch. The referee absolutely not allowing it. Angola, not sure they'll have the man advantage for too long. Mario Albardia takes back. It's a movement, but goes square to Aaron Nielsen as 2 minutes are to be added on at the end of a half that's just starting to come to the boil. Excellent challenge. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, lovely ball looking for Upenza. He will still likely be thinking about the huge chance that was afforded to him. He's having a wee niggle. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang finishing the job. So into the second of the 2 minutes added on. And is there to be a final chance for Gabon? Alexel Ndong stopped in his tracks, and that's a fabulous challenge to bring the ball away, but given away cheaply. Gabon just not being able to take advantage of the opportunity. Now swung out. Is there to be a final chance of the half? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang plays back to try and move forward. Benza spinning on the ball, and now out to the captain. Oh, but it just comes up off his hand. He knew it as soon as it happened. And that will likely be that. Just maybe a little too casual as the ball was played to him by Bayogo Boko. That is the final action of the half. Well, a frustrating opener to this matchday 4 clash, but really started to come to life at the end. But in the end, it is Gabon and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang still frustrated. It's goalless here at the break.
Reste plus devant là, à l'affût. Ils vont te la mettre dans les, je pense. Hein? D'accord, Pierre?
Well, as the teams start to return to the field, second half drawing ever closer. Gabon and Angola, on this occasion, are unable to be split. So goalless at the halftime break. Not a host of chances to really talk of, particularly the goalkeepers being somewhat underemployed. Still, Ari Papel has been a major figure as Aaron Nielsen in place of Freddie. Part at Cannes 2019. And Angola have an eye to keep in the fight for top spot in the group. If they do so, they'll have to win the game. Not done enough to trouble Amanome, who stood in for usual Gabon number 1, Mfa Nzui. It was Gabon who finished the half stronger. And yet, Patrice Neveu already making changes. So coming off the bench, Levi Clermont Madinda or Axel Ndong. And Aaron Bupenza, who had that huge chance off for Louis Ameka. Stood on the ball with the goal at his mercy, Bupenza, and he seems to have paid the price as we get back underway. This match day 4 clash between Gabon and Angola. Angola had led in the reverse fixture after 25 minutes, Zini's goal. Although that was a half that took a good hour to kick off. The late start because of Gabon's COVID test not being believed by the Angolan counterparts. They wanted them to be retested before FIFA intervened. And finally, the match belatedly got underway. The added reason Gabon weren't at the races, although Angola worthy of their 3 points with their performance. And looking to be worthy here. It's poked by. Vital interception. Obiang seeing it wide after the ball was poked past Amanome. Brilliant run to leave Palan for dead. And as he looked across, Zini Salvador unfortunately didn't have a teammate close enough to tap in. Simone Lepua Miranda just behind the play as the ball swung in. Coming off the ball seems to be Boatu who's been penalised. the Centre defender, plying his trade in Belgium, and previously turned out Abe was on the books at Fulham early in his career, after starting out with Standard Liège and Genk. 28-year-old, born in Liège, turning out for Angola. A wild swipe. Not the most composure shown by Aaron Nielsen. The substitute trying to get involved early on. Madinda. Looks for the throw, but will leave to Obiang. The substitutes side by side. Louis Mecca. And back to Yogo Poko, and it's recycled to Ibrahim Ndong. Poko, well, I think it was possibly a cross, the way he shaped his body, but the miss hit. So Marquez backpedaling. Crossbar, or it might have dropped in. Marquez making sure we never found out. Harry Papel just couldn't get on the end of his own improvisation. Strong header from Gaspar. I said it was coming to the boil at the end of the first half. Both teams coming out positively at the start of the second. Miss-hit clearance leading to an Angola corner. Ibrahim Ndong making sure clearing his lines. Ball whipped into a dangerous area. The overhead kick attempted. Not successful. Long ball lifted in. Keeper came a long way out. Vini hitting the deck. Couldn't get his head on the head. Gabon looked to build. Pressure being put on. It's a really poor ball by Yogo Poko. Just really played it straight off the Angolan. The Gabon pairing closing him out, and now a bit of space for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Stands up. Defender. Alfonso, though, will have been happy to have forced him away, but the ball swung in, but it's nowhere near the Gabon number 9. You see the frustration. Papel pulls to the left flank. The captain has a look. Doesn't like to just throw it in. Now it goes to the byline. Well, far too easily going to ground. Dong standing his ground. And now it's at the other end. Aubameyang tries to find a yard of space, but well marshalled by Gaspar. Is there to be a big moment? Deadlock yet to be broken. The shorts high on Aubameyang, showing off his amount of ink. Can he scribe his name onto the score sheet? Again, another chance in the corner. The short one certainly didn't work. This time they go direct into the edge of the area. Didn't seem to know what they were going to do once it got to Madinda. Gets to the byline, brilliant cross in. Palan making the heading action, but the ball had already been plucked. Marquez comfortable. A well dug out cross. Well, there's going to be a booking here, I think. I'm imagining it's for Ari Papel. Slamming the ground is Obisa. He gets some attention from his defensive partner Ndong. Ari Papel not for the first time on the deck, but this time he's going to find himself on the end of a caution. So the booking for Ari Papel, the captain, walking the tightrope. Just off the ball there, just leaning in. Aubameyang pushed a bit wide, that meant he had to dig it out. Obiang. It's picked up by Madina. Madinda with the ball across when it looked to be gilt-edged for Sambisa. Just couldn't get over the ball. And for the second time, he heads wide. The first ball was too deep, but Madinda kept it alive, the substitute. This time digging out a quality cross. They probably wish Aubameyang was under that. Extra height and clearly goal-scoring nous. Sambisa in for Dennis Boanga. Showing his frustration as soon as it came off his head. Free kick situation. There's been a few. None that have resulted in a goal. Can Angola change that? Ball lifted in by Mario, but it's straight into the hands, wastefully, of Amonome. Oh, lovely footwork. Came back inside, but I think he slipped rather than taken. His reaction says so. Frustration for the substitute, Madinda. Angola look for some gaps. So Gabon and Angola yet to be separated, but will they be here by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Maybe could have taken the shot on, tried to go through the legs, but it wouldn't have mattered despite his disagreement with the far side linesman's flag. Well played here. I mean, hard to see from that angle, but did look to have the slight edge ahead of Gaspar. The defender himself doing brilliantly to block out Gabon's best ever scorer. A substitute, Alex Oketu Musunda, third to step off the sidelines. It's a really good ball in, but not really having much presence in the box. I think it's just the arm movement that did Mario wrong there. Looked like he'd got in on the ball. Kanga Kaku a bit fortunate to get the free kick as see David Sambrisa off for Noktu Musanda. Frustration for Sambisa. As I say, in for Saint-Etienne's Dennis Boanga. Verde have had a shocking time in Ligue 1. Bottom of a horror losing streak. But Boanga not able to help Gabon end their current winless streak. Two-headed opportunities for Sambrisa. Went by the by, as it is another booking. This time for substitute Levy Clermont Madinda. Training Ali Papel of Angola in the referee's little jotter by fouling the Angolan captain. So first change for Angola. And Nielsen Carmo going off for Cesar Sousa. Booking a piece, but as yet still no goals. A brilliant challenge from Obisa, and also wins a throw for Gabon. They get on with it quickly. Angola trying to respond, having initially thought it was going to be theirs. Adinda popping now up on the left flank. Comes back to number 11. Not for the first time. Two in quick succession for Mario. Now with Obiang. Yogo Poko. Centre backs trade. Angola putting the pressure on. Really good header there, Mario. Trying first time to lay it off, and the substitute Sosa gets his first touch. Now Mario with space. Took too long. There's a fabulous challenge from Diogo Poco. Emerico Aubameyang using his body to nudge the defender and create a bit of space. Comes back inside. Shifted to the right. Well, he was shaping to shoot so early. Mukatu. Easily blocked. Lovely skill. Twisting and turning, looking for Ari Papel. Couldn't find him though. Fabulous footwork again from Zini Salvador. Never knowing when he's ready to deliver. Another twisting a turn. Louis Ameka. Only had Aubameyang to search for. Faroe will take Novo's side up the pitch. Now a chance to drive at Gabon, but it's decision of Lepua was made more difficult as golden shirts flooded back. And a sliced effort. All the danger falling away. Biang. Back in field from Diogo Poco. And you can see the shrug of Obisa. He's like, what else can I do? Buys the throw off Mario. Eddie Alfonso with the throw. Breaks kindly. The show showing where he wants the movement from Augusto Canero. Here he is. Not a great ball though in a match. It's really lacked that added bit of quality. There's been flashes of it, but not sustained. It's better by Gabon. Lovely touch round the corner. Mecca though needs to try and do something with it. Angola get bodies back though very quickly. Certainly a point for them means 4 from 6 against Gabon, and it'll be 2 massive games to finish the group. Realistically, they need Libya and Egypt to draw, but a victory for Angola would really put them in a fascinating situation. Libya hosting Egypt tonight, 9 o'clock CET kickoff time. Just 1 point between the two sides. If Angola were to win, He could sit back to watch the match to be played in Benghazi, with just 1 point between them and top spot. As it is, a point would see them 2 behind Libya, 3 behind Egypt before tonight's match. Gabon really playing for pride, still without a win. And 1 more home game against Libya, 11th of November. We're finishing up in Egypt. And for the squad, they've got the Africa Cup of Nations to look forward to, so it may be their World Cup dream is over. Still plenty to fight for, those places at Cameroon 2021. Pandemic shutdown, meaning, like with the Euros and the Olympics, the year denoting when the tournament was expected to happen. Cameroon 2021 taking place at the start of 2022, meaning it's going to be some year for Africa. The Africa Cup of Nations to start the year, the World Cup to end it, but which 5 African nations will make it to Qatar? Obiang clips it across. Oh, it's a 50-pence piece of a header there, but it falls kindly for Manuel Kafumana. And the show plays it away, just 22 years of age, playing his trade with Ludogorets in Bulgaria. But now showing from the bench, Souza already on. And it is the captain who's going to make way. Harry Papel. His race is won. Carlos, the number 10, preparing to make his entrance. Harry Papel heads off. Carlos Carmo heads on. Miranda also on. At the final 20 minutes. Pedro Gonçalves find positive end to the changes, almost. It was an early opportunity. Didn't quite fall onto the head of Marco Castro. Ball breaks. Played out to Verde. Zini Salvador having popped up on the left-hand side, coming over to this right-hand side. Losing the ball, and now Gabon. You can see how few bodies there forward, but it's wonderful play from Emeka again. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Look at two. Oh, it's a lovely first touch, but Madinda just edged out of it, the 29-year-old. Actually plying his trade in Malaysia now having left Turkey. 4 goals in 16 appearances in the Malaysian Super League. But Angola have really defended well for the most part, as have Gabon. Precisely why, unlike the 4 goals scored in Angola, we are still goalless here. Oh, it's a really good ball in. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang showing his striking instincts, just put himself in a good position, but just couldn't make contact. It was a lovely ball, just drilled in the outside of the boot. First time, and showing a way to catch Angola out. They weren't able to set themselves. Lovely ball pinged out. And on the half volley, just playing it across. Marquez doing well to get something on it. But had Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang got something on it, the Arsenal man may have got his first goal of the group. And would have given Gabon a huge boost. Still yet to win in the group, but putting the pressure on. Off the chest, and Aubameyang with the sight of goal! Well, he's been frustrated, as have Gabon in this group. But when his moment came, he was clinical. His last goal came in March 2021. And now slams in as Gabon lead. Well, the Panthers finally finding their roar. And no surprise, it's the captain. Lovely off the chest, but a disguised pass from Madinda. The substitute's been so bright off the bench. But this reverse to Aubameyang, he just let it roll onto his left foot and absolutely crashed it into the top of the net. And it's Aubameyang, Captain Fantastic, who gives Gabon the lead. Leads his country with pride. And that goal, number 28, cap 67, extending his record as top scorer for the Panthers. And more importantly, Gabon looking for a morale-boosting first win of Group F. But it's a hammer blow to Angola. Gabon certainly have to win all 3 of their games and hope upon hope that somehow it shakes up. But really ahead of the Africa Cup of Nations, they want to get back to winning ways. They lost in Angola. The last 2 visits there, having faced them this World Cup qualifying group, as well as qualifying for Cameroon 2021, but they won the home match 2-1. Looking for back-to-back home wins. They haven't lost on this ground since November 2018. On course to extend that run. Mali, the last side to succeed here. The Moussa Doumbia goal, the difference. Since then, the sequence, I should say, started against Angola. There's 3 wins on the trot that helped them qualify for Cameroon 2021. Then the draw with Egypt in this group. With a home game against Libya to come, and then facing Egypt. Some life left in Gabon, although a win for Egypt tonight put them to bed. Obviously, Gabon can only hit 10 points. That's for another day. Gabon this afternoon just looking to restore some pride. Take what they can come the November match days 5 and 6. 3 international windows as the truncated international calendar due to the COVID pandemic is somehow worked through. The amount of football that players are being asked to manage, particularly with COVID restrictions, certainly that has improved. November will hopefully be equally as positive. The number of players missing out in September. But it's Angola who are missing out here. Captain now on the bench. The air of frustration. The Stade de Franceville. As Gabon will be desperate to try and put this game to bed as quickly as they can. 1-0. Precarious lead. Strong play from Carmo. Lovely reverse ball. Gabon have to be careful. Erico Castro onto the flank. Souza using the option. Linking well with Eddie Afonso. Gabon fighting hard, but yet to win the ball back, but now they can break. Luis Ameka, certainly he and Madinda have made a big impression. Aubameyang, I think, expected there would be more juice on the pass. Didn't realize he could come and get it. Now Carmo switches to the flank. Canero. Mario with that reverse ball. Now a chance to cross. Zini's header over the top. He thinks it should be a corner. Right, smile. Must be Yogo Poco. Hits the deck. Not sure if Palan was playing dentist. But here is the big moment. It's the second ball that could be so important. Wonderful reverse from Madinda when he feinted to shoot. There was no feint from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The famous celebration as he fires Gabon towards a first Group F win. He's been frustrated throughout, but all of that being released at the game's opener, and now it's Gabon's goalkeeper needing stretched out. In fairness, brought in today ahead of, we found the 23-year-old playing straight for Amazulu, although yet to play since leaving with Thongati for the Premier League side in South Africa. He wouldn't have played much football this campaign. His last appearance having come December 2020 in a cup game, but otherwise January was his last league appearance in the second tier of South African football. But it's been a very competent debut for Gabon, and at the other end they're looking to be as decisive. Lovely play by Emeka. Can he pick out the cross? So Aubameyang, the only one in there. Almost 6 red shirts around him. Souza was hopeful. You can see from his reaction he wasn't expecting much. Launched long, showing a bit of desperation. Angola falls for Mario. Wins it ahead of Madinda. Angola starting to run out of time. Excellent block, but it's off Ganga Kaku for a corner. Is there to be a way back for Angola? Carmo with the ball in. It's a fantastic header at the near post. The whistle had already gone once Amawome had trampled over his own player to get to the ball. Well, it's going to be a debut to remember for the young goalkeeper. As mentioned, his first appearance since January, having not played for his new club yet. Certainly made an impression. Unfortunately, a sore one on Ganga Kaku. Just a slight push there. A little bit naughty from Manuel Kafumana, the show. Thankfully, not too serious despite a bit of a studding from his own goalkeeper. Rica just hanging on the shoulder, hoping for a little bit of luck, maybe anticipating the ball running through. You can see him pulling up his shorts, very odd. The types of habits footballers have. For most people, that would be quite irritating, running around with your shorts tucked up, but obviously if you've got the thighs, why not show them off? We bother to get the ink. And there are those masterful thighs of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. As he drops the shoulder and drives to the byline. Ball across, and it's a fantastic second goal. And Gabon seal their first win of Group H. Group F, surely. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang sending them wild in the stands here. Of the ones lucky enough to witness it. And heading in the substitute, Mukutu. Well, it was his fine finish that opened the scoring, but this, just utter quality. Take nothing away. What a header from the flying Mukutu. Soared into the far corner of the net. And it's utter joy for the Panthers. Stepping off the bench, the 21-year-old defender plying his trade in Cyprus. What a way to mark your debut. And the wonderful headed goal from the assist from the Panthers captain. Aubameyang with the first, and 10 minutes later, poking on the head of Mukutu Musunda. And finally, smiles on Gabonese faces after what's been a galling group in the opening three fixtures. On soutient le Panther. Certainly, the supporters will be devastated not to have been able to fill out Stade de Franceville. I'm sure celebrating wherever they're managing to watch. It's Angola, almost a chance there, and it's Aubameyang though, defending at the other end. Amawome having a flap at it as Mario heads off for Zito Zavumbo. It looks too little too late for the Angolans. Eddie Alfonso off as well, with Ignacio Santos getting the final few minutes. No surprise, it's the Arsenal captain once again leading from the front for his country. 2 goals in his last 4 in the Premier League for Arsenal. But the gunner bringing his firepower to the Panthers. And finally ready to get off the mark in Group F. Coming into this fixture, just 1 point on the board. Gabon look to be going above Angola with this win, which would see them lie on 4 points with 2 to play. There's still some life in this group depending on the other results, but certainly they'll need massive favours as well as winning their own matches, but they've at least given themselves a chance. One of 7 teams at kickoff with just the 1 point or nil. Finally finding themselves to all 3 points. An odd play there. Amawome just chested it as if he couldn't use his hands. Happy to eat up some seconds, the 23-year-old. Well, a fine debut for the goalkeeper, who's on course for a clean sheet. A fabulous one for Mukatu Masonda. His fine header from the assist from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang after the captain had opened the scoring with a vicious shot into the top of the net. And Gabon just minutes away from being able to truly celebrate the revenge mission after the far sand defeat in Angola. But now looking for a cherry on the top. Brilliant goalkeeping from Marquez though. Madinda looking on as Ameka couldn't make it happen. He's still got his hands on his head. He showed great composure, but Marquez kept his too. The problem on the far side. Certainly, Arsenal fans would be concerned to see Gabon's captain down on the deck. They want their skipper back and firing as he has in the final quarter of this match. When it mattered most, he stood up and led by example, a goal and assist. And it's no surprise that he's centre stage as Gabon look to end their winless streak in Group F. Very easily could have been 3. Ameka denied. Can they finish with a flurry here? A good call from Marquez. Just to get things started quickly. 4 minutes added on. He's done brilliantly to keep it in. Zito. And unless there's going to be an unforgettable end to this match, Gabon, just 3 minutes now of the 4 before victory's secured. No Carmo in behind, but I think he already knew the flag was up when he played the ball across. that shows the commitment even at this late stage. Full-blooded. Angola were celebrating days ago after a 3-1 win. This time it's Gabon's opportunity to celebrate, and look at the confidence from Amawomi. Well, huge applause from the ones fortunate to be inside the Stade de Franceville. 23-year-old, really relaxing and entertaining, as has this man. Can't get on the end of that, but involvement in both goals. First slamming home, then the cross for Mukatu, and this should have been the third. Aubameyang was waiting. You can understand why Louis Ameka went himself. He'd done the hard work. Marquez brilliantly saving. Now Aubameyang. Is there to be more for Gabon? Pokes it through. Ameka has to be pushed wide. It's time though to step on it. Goes past to Madinda. Happy to just play out the final few seconds. 30 of the 4 added on to play. And Gabon ready to toast the first victory of the group. First victory since March. Long wait for the Panthers. We will certainly look on with interest. The match between Libya and Egypt tonight. In truth, restoring pride and getting back to winning ways was the mission, and objective complete as Madinda launches the ball into the air. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the star man for Gabon once again. A goal and an assist for the captain, fantastic. Desolation for Angola. They couldn't build on that win against the Panthers days ago. Instead, it's Gabon who get their first win of the group. And a confidence booster if they're to try and usurp Egypt. Patrice Neveu's side will need a lot of help. But really the focus was just bringing a smile back to the Panthers. And Aubameyang has a history of doing that for his country. And does so here again. Moves on to 28 goals in his 67 caps. Extending his record tally for Gabon. Always turns out level of commitment, particularly when you've reached the levels he has in club football. Real inspiration for the Panthers. So Angola unable to do the double, and that means they're now bottom of the group as Gabon leapfrog them, and we'll look on with interest when top dogs Egypt take on Libya tonight. But for now, Gabon suppressed their joy and can enjoy a fine victory.